Hi students, this is Chandan Sahu, lecturer in English. In viewing this lockdown situation, I think that it will be a very good for all of us to learn everything through the online mode, and that's why I have started my first online lecture on English grammar. So let's start with fun and learn about the English grammar. First of all, I want to say that grammar is something which is known as the constitution of any language. And you can see, if we want to learn about grammar, we have to learn one thing, that is sentence. And what about that sentence, we have to go on a very statistic way, that when we are saying about English sentence, first of all, we have to know how many alphabet have in English grammar. In English language, you can see here that there have 26 alphabet, and with that 26 alphabet we can make some words. And if we will say about words, the definition of words would be like that. As you can say, written on the page, a group of alphabets when expresses some meaning is known as word. Yes, group of alphabet, not a single alphabet, but a group like C, A, T. There have a three alphabet, and it makes a meaning. It makes a meaning. It gives a meaning. Okay, but one thing here I have written, you can say it gives an idea or meaning, but must have a sequence. It must have a order or sequence. If we can make it in a order, C A T, it gives a meaning cat. That mean one domestic animal. So there have two consonant C and T, one vowel A, and with the component of that in a sequence we can make a word, that is cat. And if we write TCA, it has no such type of sequence, so that's why it will not give you any meaning. So am I clear here? That words are group of alphabet when express some meaning, that must have a meaning. Now we can go to the next. Here we find that what is sentence. Before going to sentence, we have learned about word. Sentence, here we see a group of words which makes a complete. You have to see that the word is underlined, complete sense, and have an individual meaning is known as sentence. So in a sentence it must have a complete sense and have a individual meaning. So we can say sentence must have two component. One is sense, another is the tense. Okay, one is sense, means meanings, another is the tense, mean time. There must have a time. So is equal to sentence. If we want to make a sentence, what we must have a sense and we must have a tense. So if you can see that the example, they are playing football. So if we write only they are, so only this part is not enough to express a complete meaning. So to gives it a complete meaning, we have to write completely they are playing football. Okay, they are playing football. Here have a four part, they are playing football, and with that total we can make a sentence. Here if we say they have a good English grammar book, So you can say they are playing football. They have a good English grammar book. Here, so it is different from the first sentence by its meaning. If we can say the meaning of two sentences, first one and the second one, that is very different. So we can say about the meaning should be individual. Okay, differently. The sentence of the above have an individual meaning, it's a different meaning, and the next sentence they have a good English grammar book, it also have its individual meaning. So now it is clear, sentence must have a complete sense. It give not only they are, that is not giving you any meaning, a complete meaning. If you can write like that, they are playing football, then it gives you a complete meaning. And with that complete meaning, every sentence have its individual meaning, have its different meaning. So every sentence is different from the another sentence by of its meaning. Next we can go to the phrase. What is phrase? You can see the definition of it: a sequence of two or more words arranged in a grammatical unit and lacking a finite verb and form a meaning. Okay, grammatically. So here we can say a sequence. Here in the word we have already seen that the sequence C, that the sequence A, and that the sequence T. C, A, T, that have a sequence, that have a order. That's why it makes a word. So in phrase we can see there must have a sequence of two or more. I mean two or more word. Okay, they are arranging in a grammatical unit. They have a grammatical unit. Likewise that where in the word we see that C के बाद A के बाद T आया था. Likewise that here we can see the word have its sequence or arrange or order, and then it's give you or form you a meaning. But in phrase there have no finite verb, though we will discuss it about the verb in elaborate way the next session, that what is finite verb, what is infinite verb. Now just learn that there have no finite verb, only group of words that give you a meaning, not complete meaning, but gives you meaning, that is known as a phrase. Here we can see the example of the phrase, like the green car. It is not a sentence. It is, you can say, a part of a sentence, or you can say the sequence of some words in a grammatical way on Friday morning, that gives you a meaning but not complete meaning. That's why we say that it is a phrase. Now we can go proceed to this clause. What do you mean by clause? Is a part of a bigger sentence. Is a part of a bigger sentence. Bigger mean complex or compound sentence. Complex or compound sentence. If we can classify the sentence of its types, there have a simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence. So in case of complex sentence and compound sentence, it is known as a bigger sentence. So is a part of a bigger sentence having the subject and predicate. Sentence have a two part, one is the subject part, another is the predicate part. Okay, so in a sentence, if we can take a part and there have a what subject and there have a predicate, but not constituting a complete meaning, it may not give you a complete meaning in case of clause. So that's why we can follow the example, then we can understand. I know the man who is a honest. Sorry, I know the man who is honest. Here the sentence, full sentence, I know the man who is honest. It is a sentence, whole of it. But it has a two part. It has two part. Likewise, I know the man is one part. Who is honest is the second part. So as we have seen, the part of a bigger sentence is known as a clause. It is a bigger sentence. It have a part. So in this case, we can see no is the verb here, is the verb. Here is the finite verb. So we have said the predicate part must be a predicate part, must be subject. So in predicate there have a verb or finite verb. So I know the man is one part. Who is honest is the another part of this bigger sentence. So how much there have the finite verb, that much there have the clause. So this is one part is one clause, first clause, and this is the second part, it is the second clause. So we'll discuss later about those clause. If you like my lecture, if you understand it very lucid way, please subscribe my channel and press the like button. Thank you very much.